All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here with Dr. Recaro. And we are here to celebrate Dr. Ram Subramanian, who was awarded this year's Shanthi Sitaraman Silver Pear Mentoring Award. And thank you so much for joining us to celebrate Dr. Subramanian.
My
So
pleasure.
I was wondering if you could maybe introduce yourself
Yeah,
to our audience.
absolutely. So my name is Giorgio Recaro. I joined Emory in 2018 as a transplant hepatologist. So I'm board certified in internal medicine, gastroenterology, and transplant hepatology. I'm an assistant professor of medicine in the department of in the division of gastroenterology and part of the Emory Transplant Center.
Wonderful. I was wondering what are some of the characteristics that you feel are important in you know someone being a good mentor.
Right. Because you don't arrive at this place in medicine without very dedicated mentors all along your time frame from undergraduate all the way up through medical school and training. So you learn from experience a lot of the good and not so good qualities of mentors. But from what I've learned, a good mentor is someone who is available to you both in time and in effort. They get to know your desires and passions, and they get to know your strengths and weaknesses, and they use those qualities to help position you in a place where you can succeed and achieve the goals that you like. And I think Dr. Subramanian is really excellent at that, and why he's deserving of the Silver Pear Award, and why he is one of the reasons why I came to Emory, was his dedication to mentoring young faculty, students, and trainees, and his dedication to my career development.
Wonderful. So maybe you could share a little bit about how you feel that Subramanian has enhanced your career or promoted your
Mhm.
career or sponsored you while you've been here.
Yeah. So when I graduated from fellowship, I completed a master's in clinical science and clinical research. I voiced to him that while my passion was the practice of clinical medicine, I didn't want to have those skills erode. He was very forthright in that the transplant center would help me achieve some goals in doing research and in just branching out academic endeavors. And he took note of my passion for living donor liver transplantation, as well as hepatocellular carcinoma and hepatic malignancies, and really positioned me to excel clinically in those roles. He helped me develop our living donor center and our living donor adult to adult living donor program, and made me medical director there, guiding me in a lot of the administrative tasks and just in outreach in that regard. Um, in the academic realm, Dr. Subramanian kind of is just great at using resources both within Emory and extramural to Emory to introduce you to those who would be helpful collaborators, and very generous in bestowing academic opportunities. So writing book chapters, um, reviewing papers, and helped me get a position as the editor for liver transplantation.
Wow, that's a lot. That's amazing.
Mhm.
And just to brag about you a little bit, I know you had won an award with us here at Emory as
Yes,
part of that work.
yes. I think in turn I won an award in mentorship um, for some of the medical house staff and helping them with some research endeavors. So, I think it works in turn. When you receive good mentorship, you can exemplify good mentorship. And so, one of those great qualities of a mentor is someone who leads by example, as Dr. Subramanian does.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and helping us celebrate Dr. Subramanian.
Absolutely. I'm just so happy that he is this year's recipient of this award. He's very well deserved.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, thank you again, Dr. Subramanian, for joining us, and congratulations on being this year's awardee for the Shanthi Sitaraman Silver Pear Mentoring Award. Maybe if you don't mind introducing yourself to those who may not know who you are.
Yes, I'm a hepatologist and a intensivist at Emory. I've been here for about 15 years. And during the course of my career, I've been interested in the overlap of hepatology and critical care in particular, and the specific inpatient management, the ICU management of patients with liver failure.
I had a chance to talk to one of your mentees who spoke so highly of you and why you're so deserving of this award. Maybe you could share with us maybe some of your mentoring philosophies.
So I think and this has evolved over the years. One thing that I've come to appreciate when I get involved in a mentor-mentee relationship is to really understand the value as defined by the mentee. What he or she can really acquire from that mentoring relationship as far as career progression, professional advice, professional growth. So as I interact with that individual, I'm always looking to perceive the relationship from their perspective. And I think that perspective has hopefully enabled me to be a better mentor as I've had the opportunity to do so over the years.
I know that we're all very busy, and the fact that you take the time to develop these mentor relationships, of course, speaks very highly of you. Maybe you could share with us, what do you feel you get out of that relationship? What are some of the joys you get?
So I think it goes back to one of the reasons I went into academic medicine is to teach and to develop the next generation of healthcare providers. And I think the opportunity to mentor has been a extension of that love for teaching and the love to and the passion for developing the next generation of providers. So it's been a very fulfilling experience to, when you go into academic medicine, you think about the clinical portfolio, the research portfolio. But I think the third crucial piece of that portfolio is teaching and mentoring. I would put mentoring into that bucket, if you will. So it's really been quite an enriching experience. I think it's every day I walk into work, I look forward to the opportunity to teach and mentor trainees at various levels. So that really enhances my job every day.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts. You're obviously a very great role model for all of us faculty to follow your footsteps. Thank you again.
My pleasure.